Just got done on a quick 9k, and well, it's my first run in a little while actually, because ever since my New Year's run, I don't think I've done any, and I've just been going to gym and then also doing cardio in the gym. Yesterday I just did some HIIT, high intensity interval training, although I do need to form a more specific plan for it. I need to lay out a workout for it. But yeah, the run was weird but really cool because it was really dark, but the moon is shining really bright. Obviously the sun reflects on the moon, but it was just lighting my way forward. And really the message I have for today, very quick and short one, is just find the thing that guides you and lights your journey. For you, that might be your purpose, why you're doing this, and ultimately just the thing that's going to keep you going and keep you moving forward. Because there's going to be many times when you're just going to want to give up, and you're just going to fall back onto the why. Why am I doing this? And that's why the thing guiding you should be your why. Because otherwise you're prone to just completely failing. And if you have that to fall back on, then that's the thing that's actually going to keep you moving forward. So, and the thing is, you need to keep this in your mind at all times. Or let me rephrase that, not keep it in your mind at all times. You have to have it ready at all times. Because there's going to be so many times, like I mentioned, that it just seems like nothing's working for you. And despite you starting for clearly a real reason, you're just going to question, why am I even doing this? And if you don't have that ready in your mind, you could be toast. And I actually got this from David Goggins. I remember listening to one of his audiobooks, Can't Hurt Me. And he said, you have to have your why ready at all times. And that's the thing that's going to guide you and keep moving forward. So remember, why are you doing this? What is your purpose? And that will be your moon. That will be your light guiding you forward. Making sure you don't get lost and you don't stop and give up. I was going to light the moon, not light the moon. The sun is lighting the moon. I was going to record the moon there, but the quality is terrible anyway, because there's loads of other lights all around. Still terrible. Another thing I find really important is, regardless if you're spiritual or not, I think it's very important to have your own personal values. And something I like to do is, I share this in detail another time when I can actually show this visually, but I recently made a Notion with a P&P evaluation and one with a V&V evaluation. So the P&P, I made this up, by the way. It's not something official. The P&P is your purpose and priorities. And the V&V is the vision and values. So touching on just the values part of that, I find having your own personal values guide you forward, just like your why does. And it guides you forward differently than your why, because your why is something to fall back on when you're in times of desperation and you feel like giving up. Whereas your 5 values serve as the navigation as to which way you should turn as you move forward, not when you want to stop. What this means is, whenever you're faced with a hard decision, if you have 5 values, it may very well help you make decisions. Reason being, my 5 values, for example, are, see if I can remember them off the top of my head: integrity, authenticity, excellence, well-being, and I think a bit felicity. No, felicity was the brand one. Integrity, authenticity, well-being, excellence, and there was another one. I'd have to check my Notion. Don't even know my own values, but the most important ones to me are integrity and authenticity. And the reason I have excellence, for example, is because I just want to always strive to be better and to excel. But I would say integrity is my number one value. And when you have at least this one value top of mind, whenever you're faced with a decision, you can ask yourself, does this line up with my values? For example, if someone asks me to market their product once I've grown a brand, for example, and let's say I don't actually like the product and I don't think it will benefit my audience, but someone is offering 100k for it. Obviously, some people would fall into that. They would accept the offer because of the money, 100k. However, because of my value, my number one value being integrity, I'm never going to market something to my brand and my people and my audience that I don't truly believe in, because I have integrity as my guiding and number one value. So take some time to reflect and note down what your 5 values are. I will make sure to go back and check what mine are, considering I couldn't even remember the 5th one. And yes, it will help you navigate in your life. I'm actually going to check right now because I have the Notion app on my phone. Yep, I was right. So felicity is one of my brand values, and I need to kind of establish this, which way round it should be. Maybe I should switch them, because my personal and brand values differ by 1. Maybe I should integrate them and make them 1. However, my brand values, the 5th one was felicity, because felicity it just means extreme happiness, essentially. And the reason I like that is just because I really love just bringing joy to people and really not being like stiff. I like interacting with people and really just being happy, spreading good vibes. And I just love when things make me super excited. I mean, obviously, everyone likes being excited. But what I mean is, so many times I just find, for example, a certain song I've not heard in so long, or a brand new one that I like so much, or even something as simple as coming with a plan, just coming up with a specific plan that started with an idea, and then I create a plan. It just brings me so much excitement just to plan, because of the fact that I came up with an idea and I'm planning. I don't know, I just get excited and I love being excited. It's weird. Either way, my other value, personal value, is tradition, because I like to embrace tradition and really just follow tradition, because the way the world is going nowadays is modern dating and all these, I'm not even going to bother mentioning all these things that are being talked about and happening in the world, but I just like to embrace tradition, and I believe in traditional ways and values. So Not just me. So like I said, take some time to reflect, determine what your values are, and keep going. You've got this.